In the heart of the Banff National Park, amidst the breathtaking wilderness of the Canadian Rockies, roams a legendary grizzly bear known for eating other bears as well as surviving a collision with a train. This bear is known as Bear 122, also known as the Boss. The Boss is not just any grizzly bear of the national park, he is the bear, weighing in at a staggering 295 kilograms or 650 pounds. He stands for a symbol of power and dominance, which should be known just by the nickname alone. His sheer size and strength, along with the stories to go with him, has earned him his formidable nickname. Born in the late 90s or the early 2000s, the Boss's rise to dominance began in the dense shadowy forests of the open Rivalries of Banff. We can imagine, like most cubs, he would have learned to forage and hunt under the guiding eyes of his mother, and once he reached adulthood, the Boss had already begun to carve out a significant amount of territory for himself. He wasn't even fully grown, and he showed that he was a true bear. His territory now measures 2,500 square kilometers. Alike to most bears, his diet varied depending on what was available in his territory. From berries and roots to small mammals and fish, the Boss is a master forager. But we can't forget about his ability to take down larger prey options, which has cemented his status at the top of the food chain. His powerful jaws and claws make short work of even the most formidable opponents. He has been reported on multiple occasions to even predate on black bears. That is absolutely right. He goes out and takes down other bears. And you have to remember, black bears are no slouch, as an average male black bear can reach 115 kilograms, if not more. Clearly, the Boss is practically a juggernaut, being able to hunt almost anything in his territory with no one to stop him. However, unlike to most predators, the Boss isn't too high and mighty for an old carcass, as he is known as an opportunistic scavenger. Photographers even note that he will often follow wolf packs around in the area with the possibility to steal it. They have even noted that if it came down to contesting a carcass, if the wolves use their full potential, they may cause him a bit of trouble, but he would undoubtedly win. Researchers have also been tracking the Boss for years using a GPS collar to monitor his movements and behavior. You might be wondering, why do they need to know where this Boss is going? Well, the main reason for this collar system was to better understand why so many bears were getting hit by trains. An unfortunate situation that occurs when we encroach on their territory. But we'll get more into his train events in a bit. As the dominant male of his territory, the Boss's interactions with other bears, particularly males, are often intense. His authority is rarely challenged, and when it is, the encounters are quite swift when it comes to the younger males. Yet, that doesn't mean there aren't any bigger or older rivals around. The main opposition to Boss is another male grizzly bear known as Split Lip. A name a bit on the nose, but yeah. This rival has been known to cannibalize on other smaller grizzly bears, eliminating future competition. There's even been footage captured of some of their encounters, and it seems that time after time after time, the Boss remains on top, chasing away Split Lip. Throughout the winter, the Boss retreats to a secluded den to hibernate, conserving energy and surviving off the fat reserves accumulated during the summer and fall. This period of dormancy is important to not only him, but all the other bears that live within the area, as it allows them to survive through the winter. The Boss's legend also includes some incredible tales of survival. The main example of this was when he was struck by a train and was able to live to tell the tale. Not only live and tell the tale, but thrive afterwards, which, let's just say, that is absolutely insane. Even though it was almost definitely not a direct hit, many other grizzlies fall victim to trains within the park, and you're telling me the Boss survived. This just shows how impressive of a bear he truly is. Additionally, his encounters with the railway have only made him more train savvy. Now when he hears the sounds of trains mainly going off their whistle, he will clear off the tracks before returning. Despite being known as an intimidating bear, the good news is that he's not overly aggressive to humans. While yes, he has been known to scavenge off human food scraps as well as the occasional bluff charge, I would still say that's a pretty good history for a bear known for being hit by a train and hunting other bears. Of course, this doesn't mean you go up to this bear or any bear at all and give it a hug. After all, they aren't Yogi Bear, don't go near them. We also can't forget that as he's the most dominant male, he's fathered many offspring. It is actually estimated that he's fathered up to 70% of the grizzlies within the park. You might be asking, how do we know this percentage? Well, through DNA testing of hair samples collected throughout the wildlife overpasses, scientists have been able to confirm the Boss's extensive genetic legacy. Clearly, that old Split Lip has a lot of catching up to do. But Boss has been around for pretty long, and he's been getting up there in terms of bear years. Grizzlies typically have a known lifespan of 20 to 25 years. Meanwhile, it's estimated that the Boss is around 25 to 27 years old. That being said, he's the pinnacle of a peak inland grizzly. I can see him reaching and surpassing the age of 30 years. Let's look how he shapes up compared to other bears of similar age. and to me he looks as young as can be. Still though, it is pretty crazy that this grandpa can still control so much of his territory. You'd imagine he would slow down, and look, by no means is he at his prime, but he still doesn't show too much wear for his age and has plenty of life in him to remain the Chuck Norris of Banff National Park. Until there's a worthy bear to take his place, the boss continues to be the most famous and dominant bear. And now we've reached the end of the video, and I hope you've all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos covering a specific individual, then make sure to comment below. As always, I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.